The new NHL 24 Stanley Cup playoff event is here, and I'm not going to sit here and fake my excitement for it. Brian Leetch gets another MSP. He had one in the previous event before Team of the Season. Grubauer gets one, Kyle Connor, and then Yager gets another MSP. He also had one earlier this year. The Stanley Cup cards are just not what they should be. In previous years, they would go up for every win. Now they go up for every series win, which means that much less of these cards are going to be usable, which is a shame in my opinion. There is no free players to help you out with the objectives this event either, which is very strange. Usually they give us, an 87 or something to help us work towards the objectives. They're not doing that this time, and I find that very strange. There's also these Hut Headliners collectibles. You can trade these in for 82 overall players, or if you have 5 of them, you can trade them in for 1 power-up collectible. They are simply there for the new players who are coming in. They're not there for anything other than that, just being honest with y'all. Not a very good set of objectives. 1 collectible will get you 1 82 overall player. There's 8 of them, so you can get each one of these MSPs if you wanted. Or you could head over here, and at the very end, if you have 5 Headliners collectibles, you can get 1 power-up collectible. So that's probably what I'll end up doing, is just making a power-up out of those objectives, but not very good. In terms of sets, you need 15 of the Stanley Cup collectibles, and that will get you 1 of these 86 overall players. There's Yager, Connor, Philip Grubauer, and Brian Leetch, of course, or you can use 70 of the collectibles for 1 of the random Stanley Cup players. This does not include any of the MSPs, it's only for the 90s, so if you want one of the random 90s, you're better off just trying to buy them, because odds of you getting them, well, it's 1 in 16. You can trade in a 91 or better for 30 collectibles and 2 player packs, or you can trade in the 90 for 20 collectibles and 4 player packs, and AP went up to 90, which is cool, I guess, but this was usually one of the better events every year, and I just feel like they really dropped the ball. Taking a look at Kyle Connor at an 86 overall, he looks alright, but you get him up all the way to 96, you're going to need 29 collectibles. So 29 of the power-ups will get you the 96 Kyle Connor. He has Gold Make It Snappy, Silver Unstoppable Force, Silver 1T, Silver Elite Edges, and Silver Puck on a string. He looks like a good card, don't get me wrong. They did not give him a skating boost, which kind of sucks. They didn't give him a speed or accelerator boost, so he does already have 96 speed and excel, but it would have been nice to have. For Jaromir Jagr, he does have skating boost, so you can get his speed or acceleration to 98 if you wish. Gold Unstoppable Force, Silver Make It Snappy, Silver Tape to Tape, Silver Puck on a String, and Silver Elite Edges. There's your big Jagr card for the year, although he already does have an MSP. Brian Leetch with his 2nd MSP in the last month, which is very interesting. Gold Heat Seeker, Silver Shutdown, Silver Tape to Tape, Silver Wheels, and Silver Elite Edges. I love the 94 Leetch. I actually use him on this team I'm on right now, so that's a good card, so this one will probably be just as good, if not better. And lastly, we have Philip Grubauer. You guys know how I feel about goalies. I don't think that they matter in the end, and I wouldn't ever pay for all these collectibles and whatnot for a goalie. But if you want to use them, he has Gold Lightwork, Silver Showstopper, Silver X-Ray, Silver Butterfly, Silver Post-to-Post. And here are the synergies that you can use to help out your team, but again, probably not worth it. Then we have all of these cards here. I'm not going to show each one of them individually. 8 of them will go up to 92, 8 of them will stay at a 90. And then 4 of them will go up to a 94, and then 2 of them will go up to a 96, and 1 of them will go up to a 98. So that's how that's going to work. If you were hoping it got a little bit better in Hut Rush, I have bad news. Hut Rush will not last 1 week like usual. It's going to last almost 2 weeks, and they did spread everything out again, meaning that you get less rewards than what you would have normally gotten. And on top of that, it does go up to 1.5 million, but the rewards are not really worth it. You get 1 collectible for 1.4 million. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It does not add up. Realistically, I don't know anyone who's going to bother. Like, the event cards look amazing, right? The actual card art is awesome. Yager's a great card. Leetch is a great card, but why are we getting repeats? There's no free cards to help you with the objectives. There is 16 moments, and you get 3 event collectibles for doing all of them. 3. That's just so much. And they're locked, of course, so you got to do each one of them individually. It's not like they're going to end up being very hard, like, don't get me wrong, it's just, to spend that much time playing the game to get 3 collectibles, you could play a couple online games and just get gold cards, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't, and I feel like things are just going backwards here. In terms of packs in the store, we have the Stanley Cup Playoffs Choice Pack, guaranteed nothing. You're not guaranteed a Stanley Cup card, unfortunately. For 200k, you would think you would be. But for 200k, you have a greater chance at pulling a Stanley Cup player. For 100k, it's the same thing. 20 gold players, all of them 80 or better, and 11% chance of the 90 or better. We have the Playoff Starter Pack, 10 items, a guaranteed random Stanley Cup player power-up item. That's the 86 overall player. Don't buy that pack thinking you're getting one of the 90s. You're getting one of the MSPs at 86 overall. And you get 2 power-up collectibles, and then you have the playoff mix pack. 15 items, guarantee of 5 players with a greater chance of the Stanley Cup card. And I do want to say, like, I'm sorry for being so negative lately. Like, it feels like every event and every time there's new content, I'm sitting there talking about how bad it is, and I'm sorry for that. Like, I don't want to be negative. I don't. Like, I promise you, there's nothing I want more than to be excited and happy with what's coming out in NHL 24. However, I'm not going to fake it, you know? I'm not going to sit there and pretend that I'm happy when clearly, like, what they're doing and what they're releasing is half-assed and just not what anyone is going to be excited for. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I just want to have fun playing NHL. I actually like the gameplay this year, but man, the content has just been dragging it down so bad. Let's just hope that week 2 ends up being better. That's all I can hope for. Let me know if you think I'm overreacting, but honestly, like, seeing everything here did not make me excited for the Stanley Cup playoffs or to keep playing this game. You know what I mean? Regardless, I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great night, and I will see y'all tomorrow with another video. Thanks for watching, guys.